Guys, Goku's training is getting insane, and Yamoshi is analyzing it closely. Finally, she's going to see Goku and Vegeta as they go up against the female Namekian's barrier. We're going to see all of this now, so grab your bucket of popcorn and your soda. Come with me, and of course, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on the video. Well, without further ado, let the story begin. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely in the village where Yamoshi lived, it was possible to see that Son Goku and Vegeta were using the power of their most powerful forms. Son Goku was using the power of Ultra Instinct and Vegeta the power of Ultra Ego, and both Saiyans had a serious expression on their faces. Yamoshi was impressed with the powers of those two mortal Saiyans, as Goku and Vegeta were using powers that only divine beings like Beerus and Whis possessed. Yuhiko, until that moment, was just staring at the two Saiyans, impressed by the divine abilities of Goku and Vegeta. Yuhiko knew that even though the two Saiyans possessed that impressive and almost unbelievable power for two mortals, that power didn't even come close to the full power of Yamoshi, as she transformed into a perfect Super Saiyan God form. Both Yamoshi and Yuhiko knew that those two Saiyans were too strong for their standards, but both women weren't in that same standard for many years. Yamoshi and Yuhiko knew that even the two Saiyans having all that power, they still wouldn't be able to hurt Yuhiko. Maybe they could destroy the invisible barrier that was around her, but defeating her would be impossible for Saiyans with that level of power. Yuhiko said, "Are you going to stare at me, or are you going to start with this soon? I want to see if you deserve to be trained by Yamoshi. Because if you don't manage to destroy my barrier, I will expel you from the planet, and you will never be able to come to the planet Namek again. And even if you do, you will not be allowed to enter this village. But if you do, I will have to kill you too, and I will ensure that the Dragon Balls cannot bring you back to life," said the old woman, looking at the two Saiyans, who ended up assuming an even more serious expression. After all, if they couldn't at least destroy the barrier that was around Yuhiko, they would never be able to become stronger, and thus defeat Frieza with his new form. Goku and Vegeta looked at each other for a few seconds, and then they nodded, and began to raise their energies and advance towards the old woman. Yuhiko, seeing the speed of the two Saiyans, flexed her knees and advanced against them, aiming a blow at Goku and Vegeta, and for the first time, the Saiyans managed to dodge the old woman's blow, and then counterattacked, aiming a double kick that ended up hitting the Namekian elder, who was surprised, because for the first time, the Saiyans had landed a direct hit on her. But like Goku's previous blow, that attack was blocked by the barrier around Yuhiko. Goku and Vegeta did not wait for the old woman to recover, and advanced against her again, and Yuhiko did the same, and with that they entered into a hand-to-hand combat where Yuhiko opened his own guard on purpose, so that the Saiyans tried to break her guard. At the same time, the old woman hit several blows on the two Saiyans when they made a mistake, and even Goku managed to dodge some blows because of Ultra Instinct, but he couldn't dodge them all. The old woman was too fast for Goku's Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta, unlike Goku, he ended up receiving all the hits from the old woman. But thanks to his resistance, he was able to withstand the blows from Yuhiko, who smiled when she saw the persistence of the Prince of Saiyans. Goku and Vegeta thought for a moment, and after looking at each other, they both walked away from Yuhiko, and then the Saiyans advanced against the old woman with their fists imbued with their ki. Upon seeing that, Yuhiko advanced against them, and exchanged a blow with the Saiyans. This blow created a large impact wave, one so strong that it made the arena turn into rubble, and the barrier that was around the arena ended up being destroyed. But before the impact wave could affect those who were watching the duel, Whis hit his staff on the ground, creating a new barrier, preventing the impact wave from affecting the viewers of that duel. Whis said, "It seems that this fight is getting very exciting, and apparently it's already reaching the end. But for that to happen, your friend Yuhiko needs to take this duel more seriously," said the angel, looking at the Saiyan Yamoshi, who kept her gaze on the two Saiyans. Yamoshi spoke. "Yuhiko can defeat those two with just one attack if she wants to, but she's extending this fight so I can analyze how these two Saiyans are, and what their power level is, and if they deserve to be trained by me. Yuhiko is the village elder, and I'm the guardian, and as such, I have a lot of work to do. So if those two don't show that they really want to be trained to get stronger, Yuhiko won't allow the training to happen if they don't pass her test. Many have tried to train with me, but most of them couldn't pass Yuhiko's test, and those who passed are currently the strongest in the village." Yamoshi spoke while looking at the angel, and Beerus, who was enjoying the fight a lot. Beerus thought that fight was supposed to be a lot of fun. He normally just liked to face his enemies, but seeing a duel between powerful beings was also fun. Another big wave of impact was formed, making everyone turn their attention to the duel between the Saiyans and Yuhiko. After the impact wave, a large curtain of dust was formed, but in a few seconds the dust disappeared. And then the Saiyans and Yuhiko returned to exchange blows, again revealing to everyone that Goku and Vegeta had a large part of their clothes destroyed and torn, and there were several wounds on their bodies. Yuhiko had no wounds on her body, and there was no mark of destruction on her clothes. Yuhiko thought, "My barrier is starting to break, so if I force these two Saiyans a little, they will end up using their strongest attack. And if this attack doesn't break my barrier, then Goku and Vegeta will not be able to be trained by Yamoshi." Yuhiko thought, already planning to see if those two Saiyans would break her barrier with one final attack. Yuhiko, who was receiving several blows that were being blocked by the invisible barrier, decided to release her ki, making her barrier expand, and the Saiyans move away. Then Yuhiko disappeared and reappeared on top of Goku and hit him with a kick, and then she disappeared and reappeared next to Vegeta, hitting him with a spinning kick that made Vegeta go against Goku. And both of them were thrown away, and in doing so, Yuhiko started shooting several energy spears at the Saiyans that ended up being hit in full. Yuhiko said, "It seems that you two are already at your limit, so let's end this battle once and for all. I recommend that you use your most powerful attacks now, or you'll lose the duel, and you won't be able to be trained by Yamoshi," alerted the old woman as she looked at the two Saiyans who were leaving the dust curtain with some more injuries and bruises. Goku said, "My energy is already at its limit. I won't be able to maintain the power of Ultra Instinct for a long time, Vegeta," confessed the Saiyan while looking at his rival who was a little out of breath. Vegeta said, "I didn't want to admit it, but my energy is already reaching its limit, and the power of Ultra Ego is running out quickly," said the Prince of Saiyans while feeling his power diminishing. Goku said, "Since it's like that, then let's use all our power at once, and with that unite our attacks to end this barrier," said the Saiyan while he got up and looked at Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta began to unite their energies and then flew together with their fists closed towards Yuhiko, who just raised her hand to stop the Saiyan's attack. When Goku and Vegeta attack hit Yuhiko, there was a huge explosion that left a large trail of destruction throughout the place. That was the end of the battle, so the barrier that was being maintained by Whis ended up being undone, and with that everyone started looking at the smoke that had been created by the Saiyan's attack. And from that same dust, Yuhiko left without any injury, and that scene left everyone scared, because the Saiyans managed to fulfill their objective of breaking the old woman's barrier. Yuhiko spoke. "I must say that I'm very impressed with you two. After all, it's been a while since someone managed to break through my barrier. Congratulations, Son Goku and Prince Vegeta. You won this duel. But please, you two can take your hands off my chest," said the old woman, while the smoke coming out of her, showing that in this last attack of the Saiyans, Yuhiko had to defend herself using his hands, but Goku and Vegeta were faster and broke the barrier. As Goku and Vegeta were out of energy, both Saiyans ended up falling to the ground in their base forms, leaving Yamoshi, Whis, and Beerus scared with the unusual way that Goku and Vegeta broke the barrier. With that, we'll end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes in the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you another day, guys!